And welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. We're doing another Old Farts Watch anime, and this one is actually a recommendation from someone who subscribed to me. His ID on the YouTube thing is Karasu56789, so hello Karasu. He was watching our, last time we talked about Slayers, which was this kind of tongue-in-cheek, silly Dungeons & Dragons-ish fantasy adventure anime. Didn't really like the characters very much on that one, though. Karasu56789 suggested on that video, why don't you check out this one? This is called Record of the Lodoss War. I've never heard of this one before. I'm very intrigued to try it out. It looks like it's a little more serious D&D fare, so let's give it a try.
Hey, now let me get this straight. We gotta go through here to get to Wart's place, right?
But you must know by now we haven't got the time.
Ew, it smells so moldy.
Then stay behind if you don't like it. Elf complaints aren't welcome in this sacred place.
How dare you?
Deedlit, stop it. If we don't get to Wart's place soon, all of Lodoss could be in danger.
I feel like I'm playing Gauntlet.
None may escape time's march.
Who are you?
What's a body? Merely a dress to be worn or discarded with time?
Hey, it's Wonder Woman! That was, I said it wrong at the beginning. It's actually Record of Lodoss War, not Record of the Lodoss War. Regardless, that's the show. I have to say overall, I quite liked it. Now, I liked it from a very Dungeons and Dragons perspective. I mean, you have each of the very obvious roles, the classes that used to exist in D&D, very well represented, and the kind of banter that a typical group of adventurers would have. Really like that. It's from the early 90s, and the animation's very, very good. I like that too. I would say, so as far as negatives, I would say that it's a little bit like hopping into Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones or something. I have a feeling there's like this huge story, and we're just getting the initial tidbits for it. So, the very first episode's not bad. We've got a little bit of peril for our characters. We've got a big dragon to have to fight. That's awesome. But there's also bits with a king that is talking to another king, and it doesn't seem to have any relation to the storyline. And even that guy in the wizard's tower with the books in front of him and Wonder Woman shows up. I don't really know what that's all about either. But, quite like the characters. Now, only a few of their names actually stood out. I know the elf girl, and I want to talk about her again in a second. Her name was Deed, which is short for Deedlin or something like that. And the dwarf's name was Gig, I think. But I don't remember who our main hero is in the green armor. I don't remember who the priest is, the cleric type. So I have a feeling it's one of those, the more you watch it, the more you'll recognize every character, and you'll really, really enjoy that. But as far as like an initial impression goes, really liked the initial taste, but I think I would probably have to watch a lot more to get a full opinion about the whole show. And before I ask Dee, well no, I'll come back to mine. What did you think, Dee?
I also enjoyed it. It did very much remind me of Lord of the Rings, especially when they were going through the tunnel. It was sort of like going for that dwarven hidden city. Yep. So yeah, it was very much like Lord of the Rings. I've never played D&D, so I can't come from that aspect. Sure. And yeah, you're right. There's stuff going on that we don't quite understand. But as you say, if we were to continue watching it, I'm sure that it would all, unfold. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what I was going to ask is, and this is kind of out there to the anime crowd, the fans who know a lot of different anime, on the kind of Lord of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons part of things. a typical elf in that... Okay, so D&D elves are very much hearkening to J.R.R. Tolkien's work, where they are tall beings, very light skin, and their ears are typically represented as kind of like Vulcan ears, like in the Peter Jackson films, very, just pointy, but about to there. I have seen for a long time anime elven characters with the big ears that are way out to here, like helicopter blades, and I always thought, who is that elf character with the strange ears that way? I wonder if it's from Record of Lodoss War. Is Deed the elf in this anime? Is she like a very famous character, and that's why we often see in like cosplay events and stuff like that, some people are dressed as kind of elven characters with these ears out to here. I have a feeling this is that character, but I totally don't know what I'm talking about. I'd love to hear any comments from people to say, yeah, oh yeah, everybody knows that's supposed to be Deed or her race of people or something like that. Because I think that may have been a discovery. However, outside of that, really liked it, would watch more. Yeah, it just needs, I think, a lot more episodes, that's all.
Absolutely.
All right, well, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.
See you next time.